Hello, my name is Rob Hyan. I'm still the same mentor as I was before. Today I'd like to talk about grammar, about the way to do it. It's only one way, and all these things you can see in this whiteboard, it can of course be adopted or adapted. For example, you could use magnets, you can use cards, you can use little groups, you can vary it completely. It doesn't have to be me and the class here. So you can change these things around. It's only a kind of a fantasyful recipe. It is a kind of a recipe. So I think it's good to start with the structure. And the kids get to know it. And the structure is the same all right through. There are three parts. This is the statements. The second one are the questions, the interrogatives. And the third one, that's the negatives. Yes. I'd like to start now, first of all. And by the way, all these things I've taken here, I've done over years and years with my classes, and you can use other objects, other verbs and other subjects. You don't have to follow suit, but it's actually, this was born through the verse in class 3, parallel to the teachers about the professions. I am a farmer, you are a cook. He is a student with a big black book. And my other videos, my 13 other videos, guidelines for young English teachers, this is the 14th video. And I really want to help you find foot and to know that these things have to be systemized and they have to be structured. So don't worry about that. The kids don't want to have a big performance every lesson. They want to have solid, methodical, didactical steps. So don't lose, don't trip up. Let's start here. The kids see them on the blackboard. Do we do 1 today, or 3 today, or 9 today? That depends on the classes. You can see, of course, my classes are very fast and they need food for thought. So you can do all the 9 and vary them. You start, of course, with here. I would say, listen kids, I run in the bed. Oh my God, you shouldn't do that. And you eat a letter. What? You eat a letter? My goodness, no. And I run in a salad. Why not? There are huge salads. You can do everything you want to, of course. You can make funny sentences with them. So you don't have to worry. And I'd ask the kids, have you got a sentence? Would you like to put up your hand and help me? It's not easy at the beginning, so maybe it's because it's new, it's a bit stressy for them, but I'm sure they would like to participate. The second part, of course, it's the S form, the he, she, it. And this is where they're all mixed together, and they can use this statement. Of course, he, she, it. It could be tricky. So in this part, there'd have to be every now and then an S. I've forgotten the S's. So we'd have to put an S here, maybe an S here, so they can mix them. So the structuring in one lesson or in 2 lessons or in 3 lessons, I think this is your personal touch to the lesson itself. So this is the beginning. You can vary it. Don't forget. I use magnet cards on the blackboard. I use everything that's possible that they can change it and talk to their. I always say they could use their partner work, not just Robert Hyan, the class, but partners work together, asking each other questions or writing them down on cards, and the other one has to answer them if it's a question. So let's leave that for the moment, and I'll go on now to the second whiteboard, which is a question. Yes, by the way, before I forget, in my other 13 videos, in the 13th video, there is a grammar book which has been photographed and sent to, so you know how to start my first grammar book. You don't have to put them in the epoch hefts, in the epoch books, sorry. You can use your own My First Grammar Book, which takes the whole of the year. So look at the videos, please. These are the question parts, and of course, it's totally different. I can start again like imitation. They know, of course, do you fly? Yes, I do. No, I don't, or they don't know anything anymore. Most of the kids know indirectly, unconsciously how to question and to answer, but now we're doing it really consciously with awareness. And I would say, take somebody at the front, either a colleague or a pupil, and say, do you write? Yes, yes I do. No, I don't. Yes I do. Do you write? Yes, I do. You can start from scratch. You don't have to have people who can do it. You can ask them questions first of all. No answers. And I would even ask the class, do you learn English? Yes, I do. Do you write in a book? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I don't. No, yes, I do. Okay. And then I would ask them, can you ask me? Not do I, but do you. Do you. Come on. I think that's me. Do you write? Do you read? Do you read a book, Mr. M? Oh, I read a lot of books. Yes, indeed. Then you can go on to the he, she, it form, and then you can do the last part of it here, the plural form. Excuse me, got a frog in my throat. The plural form here, and it's the same, principally speaking, the same again. It's the blue, red, green. So it's very similar to the ones before. It's just the do. And by the way, this part is very important. These are kind of very important words. Questions, do, does. Not too many words. They fix this into their minds. A question, questions, do, does. The question mark is missing here, actually. So this is the second part, the question form. This can be opened up to jingles. Stimme höflich deine Frage ein mit du, das, did. Das klingt fein. Or you can of course use the grammar jingles to go into the grammar book too. You can collect these verbs in rattende Einklänge, Klanggeraden. That means they are musically oriented, the three sounds, the hammering one sound or the twisting sounds. They're also in my videos, so you can see them there too. Okay, fine. Let's go on to the third part. It's the negatives part. Here we have to use we start to use the abbreviated form: don't, doesn't, etc. And these are the negatives. But you don't have to really explain what it is. I would always say, I don't buy a cat. No, I don't. You don't ride a horse, do you? I would ask them, I would vary this. I would say everything what I don't do. I don't smoke cigars. No. I don't ride a horse. I don't fly to Hong Kong in a jumbo jet. So you can say this is a kind of do, don't, the don't, I don't. You can of course help this impact this kind of cognitive intellectual impact with a little bit of course with feelings, of course, with making it a bit theatrical. So I would go on first of all looking at these here. It's the same subject and object, the same colors. And if they see, I would even ask them, look here, how can you make do not? And they would say, don't. How could you put does not and make it smaller and compacter? Doesn't. Oh, it's very, very nice. And here, if they're really good in form, then of course they can use all the persons, all the subjects with the short form or the long form. I would even chant, I do not swim, I don't swim. I do not go, I don't go. And you can of course emphasize, I don't go, and I do not go. I don't learn English. I do not write homeworks. No, I don't. So this is the negative part. And I've almost forgotten the most important part. Homework is something very important because you can't learn a language without actually living it every day. You have to learn a little bit every day, like mathematics. You're always on the ball. Give them a little bit of homework. Not too much, but just about writing up. At the beginning, it's a kind of a free will stuff, but I would ask the parents to support you to write maybe 3 of the negatives and 3 of the statements and 3 of the questions. Something, and if they can't do it, then it's all right. Then you go into it again. Like I said, this could be the 3rd lesson, or it could be the 6th lesson, depending on how far you come. These little bags and sacks, you can make them more. When the children, use the blocks or the colours, It can be really very, very pretty, but I wouldn't spend too much time doing artistical things. I would keep to the language at the moment. And we do the verbal part first of all, and then we do the written part. So we can see it, we've got the visual impact, you know, the image, and then we speak it, we make sentences, lots and lots of sentences. Now, if you have the feeling it's too early to write them down, wait for the next lesson and repeat it. You get the feeling, but this is actually the root, the way it goes. And the kids are very happy to know that they've got some kind of a visual impact, a system which they can all, in a way, rely upon, you know, because they don't want artistical performances all the time. They want a methodical, didactical system where they can really master it and they can use it.